Is it normal being gay in Poland?
Normal. For some people, yes. For some, no. Depends on the age, on maybe people that you surround yourself with also. So it's very different for everybody. For me, it was never a problem.
No.
No, it was very easy. But I know many people that experience some bad things.
Why wasn't it a problem for you?
Well, I never experienced any homophobia.
What?
Yeah,
Pretty sick.
yeah. But I also don't tell it like to everybody. So yeah,
Is this okay going on the internet?
yeah.
How many people know that you're gay?
I don't know. Many people.
Many. Is it? You don't tell everybody.
Yeah, but I tell a lot of people. Just I try to see if the person is like open-minded or is like conservative, let's say.
Sure.
But I also don't have a need to talk about it too much, so sometimes I just don't say it to anybody.
I never guessed you were gay. Never. Never. Yeah.
Big surprise.
Is it as a gay person in Poland? Is this person typically friends with many other gay people too? Is there like communities?
In my case, yes, I know many gay people, and they know each other too. But I know that there are some people, especially if they don't grow up in the city, but if they grow up in countryside, maybe for them it's a bit more difficult, to be honest. Especially if their parents don't accept them, I guess.
Is Krakow a very progressive, friendly, accepting city?
Yeah, it is. They do prides every year,
I
and yeah, I think it's not that common that something homophobic happened there, so I think it's alright.
You grew up in a good environment.
Yeah, and those friends that experienced the homophobia of mine, it was in Warsaw, I think. It was in the Pride, and later there was like a contra Pride, and there were like people that were nationalists and homophobic as well, and they tried to steal the things with rainbow from them, like rainbow bag or something like that.
They like attacked the Pride rally.
Yeah, kind of.
That's hardcore, man. So Krakow is very comfortable.
It's not really hardcore because I know what's happening in, for example, Czechia, but it's not about gay people, but because of immigrants. Because the nationalists are also mad about immigrants. So one time they make a big, how do you say, manifestation? Protest. Yeah, they make a big protest. And they were like very aggressive towards the police. And they were like throwing balls and stones at the immigrants.
The immigrants were protesting.
No.
Against immigration.
Yes. It was protest against immigration, and they were throwing stones at like families with kids, and it's really fucked up.
Is that happening across much of Poland or Europe right now?
In Poland, no, it's not that bad.
Is Poland peaceful?
Yes, most of the times. But sometimes it's different. So it depends what's happening.
When is it not like, are there protests? Are there violent protests? Are there...
Not very violent, I would say, but sometimes when they also make the it's called like a national march, something like that.
Okay. A national
sometimes it gets a bit noisy, but nothing big happens, so it's alright. But if you're gay, you just shouldn't go there with a gay flag, I think. You'll end up good. Yeah.
Are the Polish typically protesting? Is it a protest culture?
Not that much, not like France or USA or any other, yeah.
Is Polish culture very much its own unique identity? You're not very influenced by the outside internet?
We are influenced, but it's not that bad, I think, as other countries, because Polish mentality is very strong, I think.
How so?
It's like if you know somebody and they start speaking with you in English, you already know that they're Polish. It's like very, I don't know, obvious. first of all the accent, but also how they, I don't know, speak. I think
Okay.
it's not something that you can meet everywhere else. I think it's hard to explain how they speak, how they view on the world. Let's say. Yeah.
Their view on the world is very unique because they've had a very unique experience.
Yes, but it's all the nations have a little bit their own.
True.
Italians, for example, for them it's another level. Matrix.
Survival.
Yeah.
What gives them such a unique perspective?
Italians,
Polish
people. I think the war and different strange stories that Polish people were involved in. But also, I don't know, it's somewhere from the roots, from some ancestors, I think, Slavic ancestors.
True. Polish are Slavs?
Yes.
How about that?
Just like Russians and Czechia people.
Do the Polish share many similarities with the other Slavic nations, or is it still a very unique?
Yes,
It is.
it's similar, but it's also unique. Yeah, I think it's a bit similar to Ukraine, but then it's also much more European than Ukraine. So,
Is it European or is it like Eastern?
yeah, it's right on the edge. It's like in the middle, you know.
You get both parts of the cultures.
Yeah. Because the Eastern mentality stayed, but the infrastructure of the cities, of everything else, is like European, I would say.
It's like developed to a Western European economy, but still with like an Eastern European heart.
Yes.
And what makes it Polish? Like, what is it that makes Polish?
Oh, I don't know. It's something that you cannot describe with words. It's something you can only feel.
Okay.
If somebody is like this, if somebody is Polish. The same if somebody is gay.
Yeah, like that. Like you kind of just like, you just like know. And are Polish people nice?
Yes, but not everybody. If they're from Warsaw, they sometimes can be a bit rude.
Oh.
And also from other cities.
Interesting.
Or if they're... So, the story goes like this. There's a soccer popular in Poland, and in university there are two teams that are like fighting with each other.
Rivals.
Yes. And people are like fixated about this a bit too much. So sometimes they even kill each other.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but then there's like a gang and stuff involved in that, so it's a bit complicated.
Yeah. Gang violence.
Yeah, and there's gang violence even without the soccer in Poland and everywhere in Europe.
Is there a lot of mafia in Poland?
Yes. Not, I don't think a lot, but there is some mafia.
There is. Does every family in Poland have a grandparent who can tell them a traumatic story from the war?
I don't think that everybody. I know some people that were like telling me stories that were not so bad because their grandparents actually were. How do you call somebody who is spy? I think.
Spy.
They were spies.
No way. You know somebody whose grandparents were spies?
Yeah.
That's hardcore, man. Who can just casually know somebody who's born from spies?
Yes.
And did they tell you about their spy activity?
No. They didn't talk about it at all. It was a big secret in their family. They didn't speak about it. So my friend didn't know it.
Okay. Oh well.
But it's a big secret. You shouldn't speak about it. So I cannot speak her name, anything more about that family, anything.
Good.
Because I'm afraid that they will find me and do something with me.
Do you know other stories from the war, from friends, people told personally told. Yeah.
I just remind myself the story, and when I think about my grandma, but I think it was about her mom. That there were like soldiers shooting, and she was like pregnant, and they didn't care about her. They were like, she said that they were putting jars over her head and they were shutting the jars.
Oh.
Yeah.
And was this in like a battle, or like in a?
I don't remember, to be honest, because I was a kid when she told me that.
Sure. So they were putting jars on her head and shooting the jars.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. Did she tell you anything else?
Probably many things. With my dad, it's also a bit strange because he was in Afghanistan on the war.
How so?
There was a war. Everybody was in the war.
Soviet invasion of Afghanistan.
Yes.
And your dad was invading Afghanistan?
Yes.
Bro, that's huge. That's crazy. What? He invaded it. When was your dad? How old is your dad?
I think almost 60.
Almost 60. So he would be born in like 1970-ish. So he would have been 20 years old when the Soviet Union fell, just over 20.
Yeah, he was a soldier.
He was a soldier in the Soviet Union as it fell.
But you know, because
invading Afghanistan.
But there was a reason why Russia invaded Afghanistan, because otherwise the other team in Afghanistan would just take control of what's going on, and there was like not really good people, you know. And America helped them actually and fight the war with them.
Yes.
I think it's crazy. Why they do it? I don't understand.
Lots of opium in Afghanistan. I wonder if that's a...
Yeah, it was probably war for opium, let's say.
Yeah.
America also wanted some opium, money from opium.
So when the Americans occupied Afghanistan, I think opium production went up 97%. The Taliban, I'm confident, outlawed opium. And then the Americans get there and they bring the opium back. I think this was around the time that the Americans were experiencing their opioid crisis, their painkiller crisis.
Okay, I see.
What did your dad tell you about Afghanistan?
He was, is it sapper? In Polish, it's sapper. No, so it's the guy who takes care of bombs and he makes them... Sapper.
Yeah.
Okay, so like he was a sapper.
Technician, like a...
Yeah, he was a sapper.
Wow,
and
your dad was a sapper?
Yes.
Damn.
And he told me that with him, like 200 people go, or even more, to the war, and only 5 came back. And he was one of them.
Of the 5?
Yeah.
No wonder he's fucked up.
Yeah. I think he was fucked up before. Life is brutal, let's say.
We're
sometimes.
Very lucky, man. We're very lucky. I just get nervous that the moment life isn't so peaceful anymore, I'm the guy they're going to send to Afghanistan if I don't, like, man, any of us.
You cannot go. You just say no, you run away from there. You don't have to fight.
Bro, I've got options. I'm okay. I'm not dying in Afghanistan for
I would never fight for any country.
Your own?
Never.
You wouldn't fight
I think
for
it's
Poland?
pointless. I think it's so stupid that people fight. I don't see like people as separated for countries. We're all just people.
That's true.
And then the countries are like just something to control economics with, maybe, but it shouldn't be against each other. I don't understand why is it like this. So I will just never fight it.
What if you were being invaded and they were shooting and killing Polish people?
I'll just run away if I can.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're not fucking stopping those guys, right? What are you tonight?
No, I'm gonna stop them.
Right?
Let's get ready.
Get my gun. I'm going to defend the house.
Yes.
There's millions, bro. What do you do?
Or maybe I'll be a spy in Russia, and then I'll become a friend with Putin, pretending that I'm Russian, and then I'm gonna steal important information for the war and destroy Russia. If it's gonna go on YouTube, I know nothing about this plan. It was just a joke, for real.
For now.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I would be so upset if I had to fight. But like, you really never have to, right? Like, you can run away. You're not gonna beat them unless you're like. But like, what if like Poland's being invaded by, and they're gonna shoot
I think
you in
many
the street?
people wouldn't speak with you if you wouldn't like fight back.
You would
I don't know, to be
definitely
honest.
be. I mean, the only people who would survive would be the ones who ran away, right? So there's nobody to think badly.
But why anybody stays but they die for the country? I don't understand that.
For the country, that's a weird
You
one.
sacrifice all your life for a country. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Life is so cool.
I don't know. For a country, like for your family, for your neighbors, for your friends, for your community, like if there's bad guys and you guys go, we need to work together to stop this, like, okay, but what do you mean for king and country?
For what?
We used to say for king and country.
For king and country.
That's for king and country. Ah, hurrah! We used to fight and die for the king and country.
Do you also have a thought like this, that I think everything should be like legal and for everybody?
It's a spectrum. It's like, making things illegal means enforcing people's behavior. You must enforce some behavior. You cannot kill, you cannot get super drunk and drive on the main road. But how much are we going to enforce behavior? I think you need to. There's like to pick.
But logic that is true. But if you kill somebody, then they can also kill you, and it's like.
Would it not be better that nobody was killed to begin with?
Because there is no freedom when there is prison and life with the law and police. I think it's not right.
Do we not have freedom?
I think it's just... Okay, here is fine. But if you go to Singapore, there is no freedom at all. Many countries in Asia are like this, I think.
Sure. Japan. I guess you have the freedom to eat your meal and buy your grocery, but do you have the freedom to live how you want to live?
No, and people are not brave to live differently.
They can't. They've never seen it before. They don't know what that is. North Korea, man. They can't choose to not be communist or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's a tough one. I was asked the question, would you rather safety and control or danger and liberty? And she did not hesitate and screamed, danger and liberty. Which is so...
But liberty sounds so beautiful. It has to be. It has to exist. I believe in that.
Me too. I think what her enthusiastic reaction reminded me how normal and natural it is. Like, of course it has to be freedom and liberty. And then you meet people who don't agree. And they make compelling points. But how are you going to control a life? That's what that means. That's like freedom or not. Would you sacrifice your freedom to have more safety? Like, some people would. Some people are happy to just work a job and go home their entire life. Most.
Okay, a little bit is okay. A little bit is fine.
Sure.
But sometimes it's just too much of it.
It has to be respectful to the wants and needs of the current culture.
And then the bureaucracy and the how do you say when you pay percent when you buy taxes?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that.
Taxes are an interesting one. Taxes are an interesting one. Would it not make sense to just have like only local level? No, because you need taxes. Do you?
Yes, for old people.
Yeah.
For kids that have no parents.
Right.
For medicine,
people.
maybe.
Medicine.
Oh, but it's a special. No, it's different. In Australia, I heard that the medicine. Oh, I wanted to say something before about the Thailand. That if you speak about the king, they can
I think they've got that.
make you impossible to work or to live somewhere and just live on the street. You cannot work in that country if you speak about king, and if it's anything good or bad, doesn't matter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yes.
That's a next level boss move.
Yeah.
Don't even say Gucci. Keep my name out your mouth. I don't want you thinking of me.
I don't even understand that.
That's
And
king shit.
it's in Bangkok, and it's like street full of people that were thrown away from this country,
Wow.
and they cannot work.
A
Yeah.
street of people who were banned by the king.
Yeah, they just sleep on the street.
That's crazy, man. You would just be completely removed from your society
Yeah, exactly.
or king and country.
It's fucked up.
That's kind of funny because, like, I didn't expect that. Don't speak bad about the king. Fair enough. Don't speak about the king. Keep my name out your mouth.
It's really strange. I don't understand it.
I can understand it. Well, of course I don't know, but as long as they don't think of you, they don't have opinions of you. As long as they have opinions of you, it can be good or bad. But as long as they don't think of you, they don't have the option. He stays rich. They do their thing. Good for him.
I understand. Yeah, Thailand is a bit fucked up. They made wheat illegal again. I don't understand why. They get so much money from it. So many tourists as well.
The tourists surely will keep smoking weed. I can't imagine people will decide to stop making money.
Yeah, they still smoke, of course.
Yes.
You could even buy magic mushrooms in the shop if you know where to buy.
Oh, for real?
In Thailand,
It's
yeah.
really just chill
Yes.
in Bangkok.
In some places. No. It was in Pai. It's on the north of Thailand, in the mountains, and also in the south, on the island. But this is like growing in the jungle. You can find these mushrooms.
Wild.
Yes.
Like, what kind of mushrooms? Psychedelic.
Oh, it's psychedelic, but I don't know what kind. Hard to describe.
Are they like small whites?
Very small, but gray actually.
Gray. Dark gray or light gray?
Like on between.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jungle mushrooms. And have you tried other mushrooms in comparison?
I tried it on Bali, but it was like a microdose.
Sure.
It was somewhere between the microdose and normal dose, and I could feel that it's psilocybin, but it wasn't strong enough to say if it's what kind of mushroom is that.
I understand.
But it was interesting feeling for a moment.
Do you like mushrooms?
Yeah, it's good to take them. I want to take some more.
How many times have you done them?
Like 20, I think, 30, something like this.
Lots.
Lots of times, yeah.
LSD?
A few times, like 10 times maybe.
People say the difference between LSD and mushrooms. I don't notice the difference.
I know that when I take LSD, that the next day I feel not very nice.
Oh, really?
The one thing is also that on LSD it feels more in your mind, your trip, and when you take mushrooms, you are focused more on the outside and you feel more stable also on mushrooms. That's how I experience it. But I also take a lot of acid because I take like 500 micrograms. It's a lot.
It's 120 per tab.
Yeah, so it's like 4 tabs.
Damn. 4 tabs?
Yeah.
Is it 120 per tab?
I think it was just 100 for a tab, and I took 5 in
Why
Australia.
did you take 5 tabs? Is that normal? Or
I like that.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
How is it?
It depends. Sometimes it's different. Once I vomited when I took that, But it felt very good. It's like one kind of the ayahuasca vomit when you just experience some purification and you feel better after that. So I did that a few times, and then I was like feeling very good, like for a few days after that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But 5 tabs, is it like a lot different than 2 tabs?
5 tabs, 2 tabs. It was. It depends how strong the acid is. Actually, I don't know. Very different.
Because 5 tabs, do you like enter another dimension?
Yes, kind of, but it's not so far away. The other dimension, because I was practicing meditation and I couldn't enter there without psychedelics too.
Did you meditate on psychedelics?
And there is no need because it's like you're naturally meditating.
Yeah.
Sometimes I also experience oneness with the universe. And you just look at all the things, something simple like a lake or trees, and you feel like you're one with those beautiful things. It's really nice. Yeah. Once I saw Buddha when I was tripping.
How so?
I was on the lake and I was looking underwater and he just appeared in the reflection and he just showed his hand like this to me, smiled and disappeared.
Was it your reflection or like a new reflection?
My reflection, yeah.
Turned into the Buddha?
Yeah.
How crazy.
Yeah, because I was meditating a lot and maybe it was like connecting me to the Buddha energy.
He was acknowledging you.
Yeah, I think so, but it's really cool.
Sounds like it.
I wonder if he's not disappointed with me.
He must have been.
What?
Can you imagine the Buddha would be disappointed in a person? No.
No, that's true.
He would not feel disappointment. He'd feel love and acceptance.
Probably, yes.
Just like Jesus.
Yeah, maybe they're best friends. I really hope so.
Maybe they're the same person.
I hope I will see it.
That makes no sense. They're the same person. They're like 2 completely different dudes.
But maybe you leave your person here and only your consciousness goes to the other world.
Other world?
Yeah.
How would it be other?
Other world when you die.
Other world, or would it just be the current existence in a way we can't comprehend?
I don't know, to be honest. I have no
idea. You
idea.
don't know what happens when you die?
No, I don't know.
As if you don't know what happens.
It's a big mystery to me. I think you just go back to the source. Maybe you go to hell. I don't know.
What do you think of the idea that you live, when you die, you occupy the body of a different person, and you do this until you have lived every human life? So it's not like I die and then I'm reborn as a baby. Well, obviously I am. But it's not like I die and then today I'm in the hospital as a baby. It's like I die.
You never know. You never know how
from Africa, and then I'm 2,000 years ago, then I'm 3,000 years in the future.
But all that has been is going to die in this life, and then only your consciousness is going to go to another human being.
Do we know our consciousness remains?
Yeah, it's like the only thing that remains when you die.
Does it?
That's what I believe, but it's not like there is evidence for that.
It's what you believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But there is evidence that consciousness exists for sure.
I have the evidence right here.
Yes. Also.
Yeah, I believe it because I'm experiencing it. I think, therefore, I am. The consciousness one. I saw it explained that it's like have you ever been into video games?
Not much.
Not much. Do you know what like a server is, where you join the server to play?
Yeah, I know.
Cool. So like your character experiences its universe, but its consciousness is you outside of that universe. So our consciousness is merely receiving and participating in this universe.
Yes, yeah, I understand that. But your consciousness is like something that is very shapeable. When you look at something, you become that thing for a moment.
Do you think we have two different consciousness, or it is the same?
Consciousness is like for experiencing the senses. So what you hear, also what you taste. It's all the consciousness.
Could it be that there only exists one consciousness that we all tap into?
I think so.
I think so too. I feel that when I'm on psychedelics, I feel like everything is a single thing. It's like one organism. It's one.
It's actually very simple, because when you look at what we are just atoms, like everything that exists. So we are nothing else than just atoms, right?
Is our consciousness atoms?
I think maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be everything. The universe is a question we do not know the answer to. Our consciousness is a universe we do not know is a question we do not know the answer to. God is a question we do not know the answer to. Why are they not all the same? Why is it not one thing?
Oh, I think that everybody can, because everything that is like supernatural is, you can never prove it, but you can always experience it. But you can never prove it, so it's just like your personal thing that you can only understand it, and it's maybe you're emotional or in a different ways. Yeah.
What's the most life-changing LSD trip you had?
My life has not changed, so I think none of them.
Nothing in your mind has changed from all the psychedelics you've ever done?
No, my mind a bit changed probably, but not my life.
Sure, not life-changing. That's maybe not the right way to say it. The most impactful.
Impactful.
Yeah.
But in a good way or bad way?
Good way.
What's that? I don't know, to be honest. They were all very good.
Yeah, right.
Because a trip can never make anything bad for you. It can just make your brain work faster, make you more conscious, make you more aware, make you process some things, and then you'll feel better after that. So there's always something good with the trip.
Sure. I find the times where it would make me anxious are the times where I was harboring anxiety anyway, and it wasn't making me anxious, it was exposing my anxiety to me.
Okay.
I would think, I can't smoke, it makes me anxious, and then I think of all the times it didn't, and then I realize all the times it did and what I was anxious about. So then, well, shit, what am I anxious about now?
Anxiety is only scary when you run away from it, but when you try to ask yourself a question, what is it really about? It's like, I think it's easy to get an answer.
What is it really about?
Yeah.
What is what really about?
The anxiety, what is it telling you?
When you are asking what it's revealing.
Where it's coming from, yeah. I think many people know, I know where my anxiety comes from. But I'm also a very self-aware person, let's say.
Is it... It's strange that you can know where it comes from, but you still feel it. Like, I thought the idea was you acknowledge it, you learn it, you understand it, you accept it, and then it's released. But it's such a strange thing. It's like, you know what causes it, but it's still there. I feel like there's something missing. There's a memory you don't remember that might open up a box of new perspective. Just lost forever.
So you can open up a box and see what's inside. You can always do it because it's not going to cause any danger when you just open and look.
You can never close the box.
You can never close the box.
Once you look inside, once you ask what it's revealing to you,
You can close the box, but you will have the memory of what's inside there.
it's always open. That memory.
But sometimes
Pandora's box.
it has to be processed. You
Sure,
cannot just
you can,
stay in there.
close the box, but you can't unsee what you can't unexperience.
You just have to find out what you need, because very often there is something that you need to add to your life or maybe delete, and you will end up on having like a process of, let's say, purification of the box, and you just have to stay.
It's like a process.
Yes.
You know it's what happens, but you still experience it. So every time you experience it, you understand a little better how to overcome the involuntary experience.
Yeah, something like this.
Something like that. Psychedelics helped you teach yourself this.
Yeah, like become more aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it make you become more aware exactly? What are the moments you noticed this was?
Sometimes psychedelics were just telling me that I should look at the reality that's around me more and spend more time in nature, because it's like good for human mind. Yeah, so it was like I was just looking at this nature, and it was so beautiful, very nice. What was the question?
What were the specific moments where you were on psychedelics and thought, aha, this is exactly why I take psychedelics?
Yeah, a few moments like this.
Yes. For me,
when you're on like a crazy roller coaster, and then you start to feel something very intense, but also very pleasurable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels very, very nice. Yeah, this kind of moments, I think.
It can get intense as well. It's been intense for you. What was like your worst trip?
I cannot talk about it. It's just too dark. But I can tell about I already told about my a little bit less dark trip. The one when I took acid and mixed it with... It was on the other podcast. Mixed it with methadone, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, you were like tripping for like 2 days.
But usually trips are very good unless there is somebody or something happening that's like making things not very nice, not very pleasant.
Yeah, it has to be provoked to be unpleasant, typically.
Yes. If you're with the wrong people, in the wrong circumstances, sometimes it's kind of very bad.
The first time I tried acid with my friends, an extra friend just finished a big day of work, and he came over. He was tired, he was in his work clothes, he didn't want to be there really. And we had him take acid. He didn't want to take it, but he took it. And he did not say a word the entire night. We were sitting in a dark bedroom with the lights off, watching Windows screensavers, how it changes from paintings to photos to this and that. And we're just chilling because it's like, let's keep him chilled. He's like being all... And it changes to just a big red slashing painting of... I don't like this, man.
He started painting something?
The screensaver showed a red, fierce, aggressive, fiery, slashy painting.
Okay.
And it was like, shit, man. We came all the way here to escape, and we were looking at pretty birds and beaches, and then this fucking thing freaks him out.
But I can understand that he didn't speak too much, because sometimes when I trip, I also am not in the mood for talking to people.
Man, he started crying. He went to the lawn and started looking at the stars, and eventually you could see tears. Maybe a good thing.
It happened to me too. Once I was crying for half an hour. It was last time I tripped on mushrooms. I couldn't stop. I was crying so much.
In a good way.
No.
Were you not surfacing emotions that need to be dealt with? Is it good that they were exposed to you so you're now aware of what you need to work on?
Yeah, but I don't work on it.
You don't want to?
I want to.
There you go, you did.
It's a bit complicated.
For sure.
It's not very easy, you know.
No.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a bit painful.
Is that good?
I think there is some good in it, but it's hard to see it when there's so much pain.
I have, even today, I will think of something that happened when I was 18 and overcome it. Like, it's taken me 7 years to realize what happened back then and be okay with it.
Okay.
Like, I said something stupid, or I didn't take an opportunity because I was nervous, but I didn't realize I was nervous until 7 years later, and that, you know.
Yeah, okay. Damn. I think some things take time. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, time and space.
I feel like time is so powerful because there's so much of it, but only if you use it right. And because there's so much of it, it can so easily be wasted.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with wasting time. It's not actually wasting your experiencing life. It's still life.
Well, oh man, what was that quote? Well, it's like while you are waiting for life to happen, life is happening. That wasn't the quote, but that says it. The idea is like you spend your life trying to achieve a goal, but that's your life.